The 2024 WVU football recruiting class has now added a verbal commitment from a cover corner. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with the Country Roads webcast. And before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder. If you would, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Giving this video a like will really help not only its performance, but future videos performances here on the channel as well. And if you're a West Virginia fan or a college football fan in general for that matter, be sure hit that subscribe button. Helps us and it helps you, as it helps get more of this Mountaineer sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. All right, we know the 2024 WVU football recruiting class has been on an absolute tear over the past week and a half or so, really reeling in a ton of verbal commits as they continue to roll in, the latest one being from a cornerback. We know West Virginia has brought in some players that we believe will play in the secondary in the future. However, most of them seem to fit more in as safety types, whereas I think this latest addition is probably the first recruit that West Virginia has added to this class that I would personally consider more of a prototypical cover cornerback, and that is a three-star cornerback out of Florida, Romanas Frederique, as you see here detailed in this article by Mike Osti over on WVSportsNow.com. This commitment coming just a day ago from the time I'm recording this, as you see him announcing it there on his Twitter with the graphic and the video that most of these verbal commitments for West Virginia have shared. And if you want to follow him on Twitter, Mountaineer Nation, you can there at OJ.fans with two Z's, number 3 there on Twitter. He is a 6 foot, 175 pounder, like I said, from the state of Florida, making it back-to-back verbal commitments for West Virginia from the state of Florida. And we know that's been a great pipeline for West Virginia for quite some time. So it's good to see them try and continue that here with this 2024 class that we've already seen West Virginia land a lot of recruits from borderline states, but now seems like they're getting some from the South as well. Had a commitment from Georgia, and now back-to-back commits coming from the state of Florida here with the addition of Frederique, who I think is a good cover corner to add to this class. As I scroll down here, you'll see he's regarded as a 3-star player by multiple recruiting services there, all of the main ones on 3 Rivals and 247 Sports. But he is ranked as one of the top 100 players in the state of Florida, and we know that the high school football in Florida is played at a very high level, great competition there, a lot of great players coming out of that state. So I think this is a great pickup for West Virginia, especially when we're talking about a team that we know as Mountaineer fans needs to continue to build the secondary after it struggled last season. We're hoping to see that improve this season, and we'll need to see it continue to improve in the future. So hopefully Frederique's able to be a piece of that, coming in as a cover cornerback in this West Virginia class here in 2024. And speaking of that class, let's take a look at our verbal commitment list here as we continue to try and keep up with this incoming West Virginia football recruiting class here on the Country Roads webcast. All right, if you've been following along with us here on the CRW throughout the offseason, you're probably familiar with this list if you've watched any of our commitment videos in the past. If you haven't, you can find them in a playlist on the channel titled CRW Recruiting, where we have videos on each one of these individual verbal commits when they came in. But of course, the latest one that we're talking about, the subject of this video highlighted there on the screen, Romanas Frederique, the 3-star cornerback from Florida, as he actually becomes the 12th addition to the 2024 West Virginia football recruiting class, as the Mountaineers have reeled in verbal commitments from these 12 names. So there you have it, Mountaineer Nation, a cover corner to add to the 2024 West Virginia football commitment list, which now sees 12 recruits signed on board to potentially join the Mountaineers next season. What are your thoughts on the addition of Frederique to this class and the class in general as it stands currently? Be sure, let us know down in the comments. We really appreciate the interaction as we continue to try and grow the Country Roads webcast community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.